Hi guys, in this video I'm going to cover two different things. I'm going to cover a question that I get asked all the time. Why, when I do a search, do Zillow and Trulia and Homes.com and Realtor.com, why do they show up all the time? Especially Zillow and Trulia, that's what I get most of the time because in the last couple of years Trulia and Zillow have seemed to just shoot up in the search engines and really dominate. And how do they do it? So that's the number one question. Number two, question that I get from a lot of my realtors is, I want my site to show up organically, and I want to get all this search engine traffic from Google. How do I get there? My site's not doing anything. You built me this great site, but I don't see any traffic from it. So the first question I'm going to answer is actually, why is your site not getting any traffic? Your website, even though we may have built you a great site, or another designer may have built you this wonderful site and it has all this great stuff on it, it's kind of like the same thing as your other marketing, your business cards, or maybe a flyer or something you developed. Even if you have this great digital marketing that you have, it's never going to do anything for you if you don't get it out there, if you don't get it into the search engines. So you can have an awesome site, but you're competing against other people when you type in a keyword, and other realtors that have been out here for a long time and that have been doing their own marketing and search engine optimization, organic optimization, which includes social media and links and different things like that, to get people to their site. Because they've been doing this for so long, they're established in the search engines. So you have to assume that a brand new site is going to be the last person if this were a race. You're going to be at the very end. That doesn't mean that Google's not going to find your wonderful new site with all its great information and index it, but you're probably going to be really far down the line. And in order to catch up, you have to train, you have to do different things that are going to build under your site, and you have to do what Google is asking you to do. So if you pay attention to the search engine world, you're going to know that Google loves content, Google loves information, Google loves that your site has what the consumer wants, and that's really what it's all about. It's about when somebody types in this search term, they're going to find what they want here. When I click on this link, do I immediately find what I want, or do I hit the back button, which is called a bounce, and come back and click on the next link? When I do click on your link, do I stay on your site? Do I read what's there? Do I click around? Do I bookmark it? Do I share it? Do I talk about it? Do I come back to it again tomorrow or in 2 weeks? Do I use it often? How many minutes do I stay on your site? These are things that Google is tracking on your site. And if I've built you a website, I've installed Google Analytics on your site and Google Webmaster Tools. So most likely you can go look at all of that and see what's going on with your website. And Google's also tracking it, and they're keeping tabs. If somebody goes to your website and they leave your site and go to another website, maybe you have a link to an external website on your site, or maybe they hit the back button, that tells Google you didn't have what they needed. So you lose that credit, and that downgrades you. And that's not what you want. What you want is to become the number one resource in your area, and more importantly, the number one local resource. People know that Zillow and Trulia and Homes.com are national sites. They're not specialized, and they are not experts in just your area. That's what makes you valuable. So you need to turn your website into a resource. Google loves content, and so do the consumers. They want to come to your site and find everything they need in one place. They want to find school information, community information, shopping, entertainment, what's nearby, and different things like that. There's so many tools that you can use. You can even take Zillow's information and embed it in your website. And if people are going to Zillow, you might as well do it because you can. And you can take their information and use it to your benefit, unless you're going to spend time updating house values and stuff yourself. But this is a great way to add more content to your site. So what you need to do is you need to do two different things to get your site to show up organically. Number one, you need to add content to your site. You need to be the resource. It takes time to do that. You can research it yourself and put all this information into it. You can hire us. We can add content to your site and make great community pages. Or you can go and do simple things like just add links and things to your site. We don't really recommend too many links because that leads people away from your site, but you want to be that resource. You want to build that content, and you want to establish yourself as the local expert. I know my area. Here's what I have to offer you. When you come to my site, you don't need to go anywhere else. So That's what you need, part one, for organic SEO. Part two, you're going to need monthly search engine optimization. And monthly search engine optimization is a whole nother video. It's a whole nother topic, but it's something that you should be doing every single month. It is something you pay for. If you pay for Google AdWords like these, you're paying every single month for somebody to click on this link. And every time they click it, you get a hit to your website, which is awesome. But I call this supplemental traffic. Google AdWords are a great way to get people to your site, and you're only paying for what you're getting to your site. So it's excellent, but it's not forever, and it's not lasting. As soon as you stop paying for it, you stop getting those clicks. It does help your organic SEO in a way. Most people, there's some people that will disagree with me about this, but if your site's getting hits and people are going to your site to find it and they stay there because you have what they need, and they're bookmarking it and sharing it and talking about it and returning to it, Google's still tracking that and still saying, well, when somebody typed in Nashville, Tennessee homes for sale and they clicked on your ad, your site had what they needed. It's going to help your ad quality and your ad score as well, but it also does help your organic SEO in a way too. So that's a good thing to have if you want some supplemental traffic, although it's not the end all. The end all is doing the organic SEO. So you need to be spending money every single month, set aside a budget, and do one of the monthly SEO packages. We offer blogging, and that's original content. It's not pulled from anywhere else. It's written for you, and different things like that. And you can talk to us about that later or watch our other video about it. So that's what you need on your site. And the first part of the question was, how do Zillow and Trulia and these guys do it? How do they get up there? So I'm going to show you what I mean, and that's going to actually prove my second point. So I'm going to use Trulia as my example. I typed in Nashville, Tennessee homes for sale, and I'm going to open up Trulia in a new window. I'm going to go to Trulia. Number one, they're all about generating the lead, instantly sign in or register to save a search. These guys are the big guys. You can really benefit a lot by paying attention to what the guys that are already successful and have the money to put into all the research are doing. Trulia, Zillow, Homes.com, Realtor.com, Remax, Coldwell Banker. Go to their main website, take a look, see what they're doing, how they're doing it, and that will help you come up with a game plan on lead generation. So this is just, but keep in mind they're also servicing the entire United States. So there are a lot of different areas that are going to be different because of their specialty markets. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'm going to go down to the very bottom of the Trulia page, and you can go to any site, any page on Trulia and see the same thing that I'm about to show you. So I searched for Nashville. I'm now on the Nashville page, Trulia.com. Notice that it says TN, and if I were to delete the Nashville, it would bring me into an entire directory of every city and county in Tennessee. But I'm on Nashville, and down here, we're going to see Nashville and nearby cities. If I click on any of these, it's going to bring me to a city page that talks about that area. So for instance, Brentwood, same exact page down here. Now we have similar links. Now you see Nashville neighborhoods. This is going to be every single subdivision and neighborhood in Nashville. They're going to have a page on every single one. And if I come here and I click on one, let's say we do Bell Forest, or no, this is apartments, let's do Bell Acres. Now you see the properties for sale in this individual subdivision. We've broken it down by state, by city, by subdivision, and it actually has the zip code in there. If you come back, now you have property types. They have a search link for every single property type in Nashville. And then over here, they have guides. The real estate guide, the school guide, the home prices heat map, Tennessee home prices, Nashville mortgage, Nashville refinance. Look down here. Here's popular searches in Nashville. This is what's called the trending area. And the word trending is really hot nowadays. If you watch the Today Show, you've heard about the Orange Room. The Orange Room has everything that's trending. The Orange Room's only been around for a little over a year on the Today Show, but it's so popular and people love it. What's trending on Twitter? What's trending on Facebook? Facebook even added a section. When you go to Facebook now, you might see this little block that says trending. So this is what's trending. What are people actually searching for now in Nashville? 3-bedroom, 2 baths. 2 bath, 2 bedrooms, new construction, recently sold, Nashville single family, condos, townhomes, home prices, other local real estate. You're going to see everything that you need. Then down here they have this little disclaimer that has links into each one of their little Nashville pages with text. So these pages are really your Google Gold. This is your map to how to do it. These are what you need on your site. Now, I'm not saying go and make your site have every single city and state and county in the whole United States. I'm saying, what are your main areas? And then focus on those and make your community pages about those communities and add these searches into them. The nearby cities, the neighborhoods, the property types. You should add zip codes. You should add the popular searches or trending searches. And these are the things that you need to have on your site. So that is how I understand and what I believe is how Zillow and Trulia and all these other sites are doing it. And you can go and you can just look at the structure of the URLs. Realtor.com/real estate home search/Nashville, Tennessee. Homes.com for sale, Nashville, Tennessee. They have individual landing pages. You can search anywhere, no matter where you're located. If you're wondering why they show up, do a search. Your city, your state, homes for sale, and look at the structure of the URL. So even Movado, which is a newcomer, they've been around for just a couple of years, same thing. They even look like Zillow. They look so much like Zillow. And this is how they're doing it. They have this great local info section, schools, demographics. Go to Movado.com. Look at what they're doing. You can see it. They have everything broken down into the local communities. Browse by city, browse by region. So come here, go to the different cities, Chicago, and you'll find all this great information about Chicago, schools, demographics. Click on demographics. Look at what they have. They have everything that you might need and broken down into every page, every neighborhood. Look at how it's structured. You can see everything. So I'm not saying that you need to have all this content, but these are what you do need. You do need these saved searches, and you do need a landing page for your community. So what does that look like? How do we do it? What we do, I'm going to give you 3 different examples. And in these examples, I'm going to show you kind of the simple example, the basic example, and then your Google Gold example. So the simple example, this isn't going to really do it for SEO, but this is a temporary fix, and it can be something to give your site a little bit more body. It's the easiest way to do it and the cheapest way to do it. What we do is we create a community section up in your menu, and then underneath it, we add your saved searches for your primary areas. When you click on this, it's not going to have a page on your site. It's actually going to go straight to an IDX search. And your IDX saved searches are really your key to getting the same thing as all of these searches, the searches that you find when you go to Trulia, the searches that you find when you go to Movado or Realtor.com. It's these landing pages just like this. So for this example, we have 6 different communities. We've created 6 different IDX saved searches, and when you click on each one, it has a header at the top, and then down here you instantly get to see properties. So there's no other individual links on here. What would make this better? The next step up is to build a landing page for this community, and so that's where I'm going to show you the next example, which is the basic example. Here we're getting better. In this one, we're going to go to communities, and I'm going to go to Nashville. And in this example, we have an IDX widget at the top with it's a map widget showing all the properties for sale. We're using the clustering, and you can zoom in. Nashville is a big area with a lot of condos, so clustering is great for this one. And click on, you can see properties. You can even change your search criteria right here. So the map is cool. Then we have some content written by our expert copywriter, who's also a Google expert, a search engine optimization expert. We love her. She'll write you community content for any of your communities. They average about $30 a page, and you get to review it and request any changes before it's finalized. And this is original. It's written for you, and that's what Google wants. It has to be original. It can't be something you copy from Wikipedia, you took out of the Chamber of Commerce guide, or anything like that. And it's always best if it's written by an expert. You can write your own content, but you don't know SEO, so you wouldn't know what the headers would be, what the keywords people are searching, what we should put in here, how many um, characters this should be, or word count, or anything like that. So you can do it yourself, you can try, and you'll probably get some decent results, but this is going to be the best that you can do it. And for 30 bucks a page, I mean, it's a no-brainer. So here's the content as we go down. It's great visually. And then down at the bottom, we have our one-click Nashville home searches that we've created. We've picked out property types for this area, and we've also done price ranges. So these are the basic ones that we're going to do for you. Without knowing about your area or anything else, you're going to get this automatically included in this page when we build it. That's not included in the $30. That's included in what we do when we build the page for you. And then at the bottom, you have these little widgets that are showcases, and you kind of pick out the top types of properties in this area. The hottest Nashville homes is the newest listings. So what are the 3 newest listings? Luxury, what are the 3 newest luxury listings? And then condos, what are the 3 newest condos listed? And this is updated directly via your MLS through IDX Broker. So these widgets are awesome. We love them. We put them in different places, and you don't have to do anything for this to change every single day. So this is going to be the basic page. You get the map at the top, the content, and then down at the bottom you get these IDX saved searches, and then you get the 3 showcase widgets at the bottom. We charge about $50 an hour to make a page like this, and roughly, depending on your area, it can take about an hour and a half to create the page. So it's an hour and a half to 2 hours max. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. It just depends. Not much different than that, but that's your average. So for us, your total might be, let's say if the max was 2 hours, 130 bucks a page for something like this. Now, if you really want the best that you can get, you really want to have the best SEO, you want something like this. And then this page, we're not using the map search at the top, but I would in my newer versions, as this one was done about a year ago. So I would replace this with a map search. We have a community profile. Again, it's original. It's different from any other Nashville page, and we have a lot of clients in this area, so we write for them, and they're all different. And you can see the content goes down pretty far on this one. Nashville's a big area. The page is very similar, but what's different is all of these. So starting with these ones, you have all these property types, all the same price ranges. Nashville is a huge area. We have every single zip code covered. And zip codes are important because, watch, when I type in this, look what happens. So do you see how people, this is Google's suggestions, and Google's suggestions comes from what other people are searching. So you can see right here what some great keywords are that people are searching for in your area just by typing this in. And I can see right now 37211, 207, 217, these are great searches. And if I were to click on one of them, you know, this is what other people are doing. And then down here, you can also see more. So if I were to just type in without that, down here, you get more. Searches related to homes for sale in Nashville, Tennessee. Luxury homes for sale in Nashville, Tennessee. Homes for sale in Antioch. Remax, Nashville, Tennessee. Foreclosed homes for sale in Nashville, Tennessee. Homes for rent in Nashville, Tennessee. These are other similar searches, and they're searches related to those. They're also what's trending, what other people are typing in. So luxury homes for sale in Nashville, Tennessee, that would be a great search link for us to make. So when we make a page like this, you want to have a search link like this. And look what when I go to it, put my mouse over this, look what it says. Luxury homes for sale in Nashville, Tennessee. When I go to this search, look what the URL is. Luxury homes for sale in Nashville, Tennessee. So we've used the keyword there. We have it in the heading. These saved searches are your Google Gold. The more that you have, the better. So a page that is built like this is going to have everything that you need to be successful and to create an awesome landing page. And consumers that come here, they find everything. The only thing that could make it better is you adding your own community information and adding more resources about the area. Maybe a photo gallery if you go out and take pictures of the area, and we're happy to add those things. It's really just you. But a lot of people are too busy to do that. So this is how we build the community page for you so that you have this awesome resource page. It's filled with on-site SEO. It has all these great widgets showing you the customers, the newest listings, properties now. And you don't need to feature every single listing on this page. People are normally going to do their own search, which is where the map shows up. The map at the top allows them to start customizing their own search. And you can even add a link to your advanced search page there as well, or add a omnibar in here. So we're happy to add that as well. But this is basically the best you can get. It's going to have every type of search that you want. We've even created searches around the schools. So people search schools. It's very important if you have an area that is really where schools are really important and people want to have to buy a home so that their child can go to a specific school. And this is definitely a great search to have. So this is going to be your Google world. And these pages, depending on how big the city is or community that we're making, they can cost upwards of $1,000. So that's up to you how big you want it to be. You control that. You tell us, I want to do these zip codes, these neighborhoods, and these property types or these trending searches. So for you, how is this going to work, and how do we get started? What we're going to need from you is, one, we're going to need a list of the 6 or more communities that you want to make. We'll do 5 or 6 of them at a time. We're going to need 1 photo per community. You can use generic photos. It doesn't need to be an actual photo of the area so that you don't have to do that, although we can replace it with a current photo if you want later down the road. You can all go to bigstockphoto.com and pick out a photo. A lot of times they have photos like of the main cities like Nashville. This is a photo we got, I believe, from a different stock photography site, but you can go there, pick out a photo, and just tell us the stock photo ID, and we'll include that at no extra cost for you. We're going to need any of the lists that you want to add if you want to have the Google Gold version. So you're going to need to give us any zip codes, which I think are one of the most important ones you can do, and neighborhoods or subdivisions, which I think are the most important one you can do. Schools being next, and trending searches also. So these are all going to be the main things that we need from you. The list of the communities, the 1 photo per community, the list of subdivisions, top trending searches, zip codes, and or schools. Whatever that list is going to really be what is going to be your extra time. That's where the number gets bigger. But it's also where you'll get the most benefit. So once we have that information, we're going to send our copywriter an email letting her know to begin writing the community pages, which can take a couple of weeks, 1 to 3 weeks. She's going to then submit them to you for review and changes. And after you've made any changes that you want with her and have approved the community information for a go, then she's going to send you her invoice, and then we're going to begin creating the pages and the IDX save searches and putting them together to look like this. And the turnaround time on that is approximately 2 weeks, depending on how many communities you've chosen. And I'll show you a couple of other examples as well. On this site right here, in the communities, we have these pages, and here's a great example. Great information. In this area, it's a smaller area, so we've broken down the communities with a short description, which the writer is happy to do as well. We have some other good stuff. We have links to different communities. We have links to the different price ranges here, and then we have the showcases down here. In here, we also have a great little photo gallery of the area and a video. So this is awesome stuff, great stuff. It makes it so that this page is a wonderful resource for Marco Island that people can read. Here's another example. In the Tampa area, Apollo Beach, we have the map search up at the top, great information, some photos. We have some schools here. We have some home searches here. We have the zip code, we have price ranges, and then we have all the condos and subdivisions. Condos are huge in this area, so we wanted to create a search for every single condo and subdivision here. And then down below, we have the showcases as well. So these pages are awesome landing pages. They're great for you. And you want to be the local expert so that when somebody does search, they're finding you and they're not just seeing those big dogs up there, but you're saying, I'm the local expert in this area. I've been here. I'm not Remax, that's huge. I'm not Trulia, that's huge. But I live here. I work and breathe real estate every single day in this area. I'm going to help you find the difference between something that is going to fall apart and be a money pit and a wonderful investment because I know my area, I'm local, and this is how you do it. If you have any questions, give us a call at 517-917-0582 or shoot us an email at support@yoursiteneedsme.com. We'd love to help you out with your community information, and we love to give great information to great realtors. So we're happy to help you out. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, pero, yeah, yeah, pull, oh, yeah, ooh, yeah.